Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. I have this article here. It's a couple days old now. It's like a week old, actually, but I didn't get to talk about it. A little behind on the content here, but I wanted to talk about this. So, T Life gets real. Leaked docs show solid benefits for Magenta customers. Link for the article will be dropped down below for you in the description, and it is coming from T-Mobile News. All right, so the idea behind this story, right, is that there was apparently a circulated internal memo first highlighted by Phone Arena, which T-Mobile report is or T-Mobile News is sharing with us, reveals that T-Mobile's revamped T-Life app is delivering genuine advantages for users, not just lofty promises. So the unshareable document apparently outlines key upgrades and benefits that have been designed to give customers more control and better value. They're saying that this isn't just marketing, BS pretty much. That the memo details how T Life, the app T Life, the infamous T Life that many people have been complaining about, customers, viewers like you, is they're basically saying that it makes essential stuff like self-service, SIM swaps, plan management, and device upgrades easier than ever before. Now, this is debatable. Some people like the app, they're okay with the advertisements. Many have expressed their distaste for it, how they wish, they had the, official T-Mobile app to check their minutes and do all the, more important stuff. And then you have your T-Mobile Tuesdays app to do everything else. Like if you wanted to do, you get discounts and get the freebies, have it separated, right? Not cluttered all into one spam type app now is what pretty much people feel about it. But besides that, they're trying to upsell this here, right? So the idea is that you can switch your number to a new SIM or managing extra lines without dialing customer service or visiting a store. The hassle is slowly disappearing. They're saying plus the internal notes mention improvements in navigating your account, handling your billing, and even snagging accessory deals all within one app. Saying the leaked document also sheds light on T-Mobile's broader push, a deliberate shift towards digital first service. So with T-Life at the heart, the company aims to move more tasks online, reducing wait times and freeing up reps for trickier issues. It's part of T-Mobile's strategy to streamline operations while keeping customers satisfied. Though the success will depend on seamless execution and clear communications, right? So they're saying for regular users, the upside is simple: fewer calls and trips to the store and more self-service convenience. But it also comes with questions. Will digital support truly fill the gap left by fewer store visits or service reps? And how well will T-Mobile support customers who struggle with tech? Remember we talked about the T-Life app a few months ago, and there's this, new rule here that if you go into a T-Mobile store, the rep is going to teach you how to use the T-Life app. I think they're going to be able to log their employer ID or something, because they have to do that so that they can get credit for teaching you how to use the app. Once you've seen how to use the app, you get used to it a little bit in the store, you're off on your own. The T-Mobile rep is instructed to let you take care of the business. So whatever reason you came in there for, other than buying a phone or signing up for a plan, so any of the technical problems, you're left to do it by yourself. Even if you go into a store, they're going to put the app on you. Basically, they're gonna teach you how to use the app, and you still have to do it yourself, even though you're in the store. So the whole point of this is so that T-Mobile can free up their reps so that they can sell products rather than actually help you, the paying customer. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is, by doing this, they don't have to keep as many reps in the store, right? They can have one guy selling all the products. They don't need two or three reps, because one guy has to sell products. One guy has to help you with your phone problem or plan problem. No, they just need one guy to sell, and you have to learn how to do all the technical stuff yourself. Even if you're not familiar with it, if you're someone that's not from the time where tech was something that you grew up with, right? So some older folks that still need assistance, that are new to the smartphone game, if you will, they're- that's their problem. They need to learn how to use the TLife app, or I guess the attitude is have someone in your family help you. So, is this what customers really want? If you're paying the expensive prices that T-Mobile has been charging for their plans on postpaid and prepaid, is this the kind of service you deserve? Is this the kind of service customers are looking for? I don't think so. I think this is why many are choosing pre, you know, prepaid, prepaid from other companies, MVNOs, versus the brand of T-Mobile, because T-Mobile is getting more expensive and they're cutting corners in every direction. And all these companies are doing it, right? Like Verizon's cutting corners, AT&T is cutting corners, but it seems like T-Mobile is cutting them a little quicker. And it's getting a little more strict with T-Mobile, I feel. Like they're really kind of just off to the races now, and they're looking to cut as many corners as possible. And I feel like it's almost like they flipped the switch overnight, right? They went from uncarrier to full carrier mode within a matter of just a very short period of time. With the constant price hikes, with the taking away of the, you know, older accounts that were discounted, and taking back the price locks, and basically just doing a full 360 on how they did business. And now you have this where like customers can't even get the customer service that they deserve, even though they're paying more for the service in itself, but you're getting less overall. So I found this incredibly interesting. And I guess, what are your thoughts? If you're a postpaid customer and you're paying good money for your plan, or a prepaid customer for that matter, with the T-Mobile brand, not from Metro, not from Mint, directly from T-Mobile, what are your thoughts on being treated this way? This is how T-Mobile wants to reward you for your loyalty, for spending what you're spending. I think that it's kind of an awakening that prepaid from MVNOs is purely just the way to go. Now, nothing beats postpaid service, when you really break it down. But unless you have multiple lines, it's just not a good deal anymore. Not at all. You got to consider an MVNO. You got to consider getting the best value for your money, because these postpaid brands are just kind of, I don't know what they're doing. They're just stuck in this bubble here where it's just never enough profit for them, it seems. They're just going to keep cutting corners and keep looking for ways to stick the customer with the bill. And that's not really how it should be. The customer should be able to choose if they want help from a store rep or not. You shouldn't have to do everything online. See, if you go with a brand like Visible, you can purely understand why there's no brick and mortar, right? That's how they're able to extend cheaper prices, right? You don't get that face-to-face customer experience. But even they've decided to make it a little bit better now. They do have reps that can reach out to you, right? They do have chat, and you're paying less than half the price of what you would with Verizon, right? So it makes more sense to go that route, right? We can give them, a pardon for cutting the face-to-face customer service, right? They can't afford to build locations when they're charging so little. But this isn't the case with the brands, right? The big brands like Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile. They're charging enough to be able to support fully staffed stores and for you to be able to get the help that you need directly. That's my opinion on this. Comment down below your thoughts. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. Turn on the notification bell so that you never miss any notifications of when I do drop a video. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.